Alright, my people, good day to you all, beautiful farmers out there, practicing farmer, intending farmers, all kinds of farmer, middlemen, marketers, field farmers. I greet you all. So in this video I'm going to be discussing some frequently asked questions about piggery. So that's what I'm going to be discussing here, and the purpose is because we've been getting questions. I've been getting questions from people, questions that cut across piggery general information, questions such as what are the requirements for pig housing, what is the ideal temperature range for pigs, common disease affecting pigs, how can disease be prevented. So much of those questions we've been getting from people, and in this video we are going to be addressing those questions. So sit back, relax, and enjoy and learn from this video. So I have taken time to categorize the questions into general information, into breeding and reproduction, into health and nutrition, into housing and management, into disease prevention and control, and also marketing and economics. So starting from health. Yes, let's start from health now. Question one under health and nutrition is, what vaccination do pigs need? Yes, this question is a very important question to ask by someone. Yes, what vaccination do pigs need? He wanted to venture into piggery and he wanted to be fully ready, so that he could get the injections, the drugs, even if it is going to be a veterinary doctor. He wants to get ready. At times, when you need to treat one of your pigs and the veterinary doctor is not close by, you need a quick treatment. You need like a first aid that you can quickly give to the pig before the arrival of a veterinary doctor. So what vaccination do pigs need? The common vaccination includes those that are against diseases like swine influenza, erysipelas, and leptospirosis. So those are the vaccination you're going to be needing for your piggery. Just get set for that. The next question says, what is the ideal diet for pigs? What is the ideal diet for pigs? Now, a balanced diet that is consisting of energy source. An example is grain, you get. Protein source, that is soya bean meal, and vitamin and minerals, you get. Now, the ideal diet for pig, from the food you're giving them, from their feeding, it should be a balanced diet that consists of energy sources. That is 1, energy sources. 2, protein sources. 3, vitamins and minerals. You get. An example of food that consists of energy is grain. Then protein source, the soya bean meal. Then you need vitamins and mineral as well. The question 3. So the next question is, how much water do pigs need? How much water do pigs need? Can the water be too much? Can there be short? Could it be a shortage, or those questions? You actually need to get it right. You get. So our advice, talking about water supply now. Those that actually depend on age. Things like the age, things like the size of the pig, and things like the climate. For example, in dry season, you realize that you want to take water as human. You want to take water as often as possible. That is when you see the hawkers of bottled water, of minerals, all sorts of flavors of minerals. It is during the dry season they have much sales because human beings need more water. Same thing applies to pig. In dry season they need more water. In fact, water dries quickly because of the temperature. Now, talking about housing and management. Question 1. What are the requirements for pig housing? What are the requirements of pig housing? Now, I usually don't advise farmers to go for merging all your pigs together in one pen. I prefer individual pen, where you separate a sow, a pregnant sow, piglets, a nursing mother, where you have to separate them. I prefer that. So talking about the housing requirement now, the space, let's talk about, say 8 to 12 square feet. You get 8 to 12 square. Then ensure there is ventilation. Ensure there is ventilation. Ventilation. Then ensure that the pen is structured in such a way that it will control the temperature, like you can control temperature, and it will be, sanitation will be very easy for you. Then how often should pig's pen be cleaned? How often should it be cleaned? You see, a pig pen should be cleaned daily, and disinfection are recommended. When you're cleaning their pen, you need to also apply disinfectant. So now, how often should pig pen be cleaned? Pig pen should be cleaned daily. And when you're cleaning, ensure you're applying disinfectant. You get, make sure you apply something that will disinfect the environment when you're cleaning them. Yeah. Now the next question is, what is the ideal temperature range for pigs? 10 degrees Celsius to 24 degrees Celsius. Now, talking about disease prevention and control, what are the common diseases affecting pigs? I think that question came up under health and nutrition, so it's still popping up again under disease prevention and control. So someone is now asking, what are the common diseases that affect pigs? Number 1 is swine influenza, like I mentioned earlier, pneumonia, and gastro. These are medical terms. Sorry, it might not flow, in pronunciation. So pneumonia, swine influenza, and gastrointestinal diseases. Yes. So the next question is, how can disease be prevented in piggery? Yes, how can it be prevented? This is a very, very important question. How can disease be prevented? Through vaccination, 1, through biosecurity measures, 2, and through proper sanitation. Now, I want to rearrange it. Number 1 way you can prevent disease in piggery is proper sanitation. Ensure the environment is clean. Proper sanitation, ensure the environment is clean. 2, biosecurity measure. 3, through vaccination. You must have a planned, scheduled vaccination. There are some people would say they vaccinate their pigs on a weekly basis. Some would say 2 weeks interval. Some would say on a monthly basis. So the ways which disease can be prevented in piggery are through proper sanitation, through biosecurity measures, and through vaccination. Vaccination. You need to always vaccinate your pigs. Now the next question is, what are biosecurity measures in piggery? What are biosecurity measures? There are practices like restricting access, using protective gear, and maintaining cleanliness. Those are biosecurity measures in piggery. Restricting access, that is, you don't allow just anybody to gain access into your piggery. Most of the time human can walk into your piggery with disease that can affect your pigs. So biosecurity measures, restricting access is one of the measures. Then maintaining cleanliness. Now going to breeding and reproduction. Now what is the question, number one question on that is, what is the ideal breeding age for pigs? What is the ideal breeding age for pigs? Female pigs are typically bred between 8 to 12 months. 8 to 12 months. While boars, male, they are used for breeding between 10 to 14 months. Then another question is, how often do pigs breed in a year? How often do pigs breed in a year? Female pigs can breed twice a year. Yes, with an average of litter size of 8 to 12 piglets. 8 to 12 piglet. That is, if you maintain good biosecurity measure, if your pen is usually clean, and then you give them a balanced diet meal, such as we have discussed earlier. That's a balanced diet consisting of energy source, protein source, vitamins, and mineral. Yes. So another question now is, what is the gestation period for pigs? Approximately 114 days. Now going to general information, intentionally put this at the end, towards the end, because people will be like, wow, what sort of question is it? But people are still asking, what is piggery? Piggery, also known as a pig farming or swine product, is like practice of raising and breeding pigs for meat. You get breeding pigs for meat, research or product. What do I mean? Breeding pigs for meat, I mean to say, not meat, for meat. Okay. So the next question under general information is, what is piggery? Yes, it will amaze you that people still ask the question, what is piggery? Yes, I'm happy to answer the question. Piggery is also known as pig farming. Yes, so it is the practice of raising and breeding pigs for meat, for research, or other products. So you get for meat, that is, raise them for meat, normal. For research, such as you want to do a research on whether a pig is related with warthog, comparing their skin, comparing their teeth, all those things for research. Then for other products, some people raise pigs for other products, such they use it for beef. You get for beef. So okay, we've talked about breeding and reproduction. So they are under marketing and economics. Now the question is, or the next question we have under that is, what are the market options for pig farmers? What are the market options for pig farmers? The market option includes selling to slaughterhouse, selling to processors, or selling directly to consumers. Yes. So how you now locate or identify your customers, depends on you. You can decide to identify or locate your customer online or offline. Yeah, online, offline. Selling to slaughterhouse. You can meet them online, you can meet them offline. Processors directly to consumers. Now, how profitable is piggery? Profitability now depends on factors like production cost, market demand, and management efficiency. You get how profitable is piggery. The profitability of piggery depends on factors like number one, production cost. Production. How much does it cost you to raise 20 piglets? How much does it cost you? It will amaze you that it might cost you, say, $2,000 to raise 20 piglets, and another farmer raising the same number of piglets, which is 20, spent less than $1,500, and the two of you are going to meet in the market. So he's going to sell, he's going to make more profit than you because you incurred more expenses into raising your pigs. Market demand, talking about the factors that could determine your profitability. Market demand, if there is demand for your market, it will influence the price, to influence the profit. And then management efficiency. How efficiently did you manage your pen? How efficiently did you manage your piggery? So all that will determine your profitability. If you manage it well, you're going to have more piglets, and having more piglets result into more profit. Then last question under market and economy. And lastly, what government regulations apply to piggery? Regulations vary by country or regions, but often include animal welfare, environment, and health standards. Even in some countries, you might not even need a government permissions or